Hey guys, welcome back. So it is later in the week since we pulled the motor here, so we've actually done quite a bit on here. Why are you messing up my paint, boy?
He said it on the paint can and this stuff's still kind of fragile. We probably should have cleared it.
Clear probably wouldn't have helped. I don't even know if you can clear them. Anyways, but yep, so we got the motor up on the stand here. We've been tearing into this. We got most of the accessories off. You do need a puller for the power steering pump. Austin has one, so we'll probably borrow his. Yeah, we got the oil pump on. We need to get the pickup and pan off this. I think probably the next thing you're gonna do is just put this on the lift now, right?
Yeah, I need to put this on here so I can get the barbell in it.
Yeah, and then you can also get some other stuff. Might even want to put it on, maybe we could yeet Tristan's motor off that and then just put this on there. Then we have the two stands we can start picking parts from. Yeah. But yeah, we kind of need to do like some, they're gonna play some musical chairs with these motors with the cherry picker, lifting one up to get the stuff. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that, I think. But we've done a lot of it. Yeah, I pulled the crank off. Just wanted to give you this little update here. Just been kind of chugging away, trying to make stuff look nice. Got some wrinkled paint on there, painting all the other parts, and I'm gonna be cleaning up all these gross parts here, the valley cover and front cover and all the accessories. But yeah, we will be back. All right guys, we're back. It is actually the next day. As you can see here, the LS1's no longer on the subframe here. So we have this new subframe. We don't even need this. We're just gonna take the parts off and then take the remaining parts off this. I think the last things we really need is just the oil pan, pickup tube, windage tray, and then the bolts for the motor mounts. And I think that is actually everything. Maybe the back cover. But yeah, everything else is all good to go. We're just letting this thing drain out because we have forgotten to drain the oil before. But we're just gonna steal the bolts from this and then transfer everything over to the new one. But we need to power wash everything first. Just spray it with degreaser, power wash it. It's gonna be a lot of gram. And then these cylinder heads are going to Austin for his Trans Am. You might want to address that bolt there.
Oh yeah, just break one off.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. I know I got them out.
Well, with this, with
out
of the car is a lot easier. We had to do it with.
We were trying to go like this.
Yeah,
like a drill.
We had a drill adapter that did like a 90-degree to like try to drill it out, and we did get really good bites on it. It's actually, looking at it, we did center it pretty well, but our easy outs.
Considering we were using a camera.
Yeah, our easy outs just kept coming out.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little bit of bead on there, the welder, because
fill it.
And I'll just do the thing I saw this on I think the driveway engineers page, and you literally just get a little welder in there. You just hit it a few times until you build up a little bit, and you can get a pair of channel locks on it. It just turns right out because the heat.
Oh well, this is pretty drilled. You're not gonna be able to do that.
Oh.
Check in there. There's no way you're able to remove it in that way. We already drilled it.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so you could probably fill it with aluminum and then just re-drill and tap it, or you could just not and do what we did. We used the copper RTV or whatever, and all the rest of the bolts had never leaked. Actually, might have did, because I mean you can see how dark it got around here. But yeah, that's one thing to keep an eye out for. But yep, we're just gonna go ahead, wait for this to just finish draining, take the pan off, clean everything, just transfer the rest of the parts really. And then we need to get that motor on here, place onto that over there. Probably want to transfer at least the wheels and stuff so it stands up by itself first. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the lower control arms off. But it only attaches on the lower control arm there. Probably disconnect the sway bar just so it's easier, so you're not connected across. Just do one side at a time, then put the sway bar on. Also need to just power wash the steering rack as long as it's usable still. Who knows? It's dirty.
Well, if she didn't explode, it should be fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure it did explode. You see all that black right there on the ground? It literally it dumped all its power steering fluid. And it was coming from this area right here.
Well, that isn't good.
Yeah. Time to go to manual steering vents. No power steering.
I think you can get a remanufactured one of those for like 120 bucks or something like that.
Yeah, racks aren't expensive. I'd also probably replace those lines too. They're all leaking.
Just pull them out and then thread locker them and it'll be fine.
No. They're probably leaking somewhere else other than the threads. All right, well, we're going to continue with this. This has been so far very, like, not continual. So we'll see when we come back where we're at. Hey guys, we're back. It's just been a bit. We got the motor pretty much all taken down. We got the oil pan, the windage tray, the oil pickup, motor mount bolts. We also stole the front cover because it was in better condition. Now Austin's going to be pulling the heads off.
Oh, I already loosened that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Not all the headsets are going to be like that, I'm sure.
I would hope not.
We also got all the accessories degreased and power washed, so they're much cleaner. We're not going to be bothering painting these except for maybe the tail housing of the transmission. Still need to clean the transmission case. But now we have a 4L60 monster transmission core. If you guys are interested, I don't know what we're going to be listening for. It's junk, it's broken, but I mean, a core is a core.
Yeah, send it in if you're buying a new one. Get
Yep.
a discount.
Or rebuild yourself. And then, yep, now the next thing that you guys are going to do is take off the front suspension. I'd probably just disconnect the sway bar and lower control arm and it just come off. Get it on the dolly too. But yeah, probably just steal those off and be done for a bit. Vince has ordered some parts. It was oil pickup brace and then also the windage tray here. Since we have a stroker motor here, the stroke goes down farther so it actually hits the windage tray. So we need to get some spacers just to space it out a little bit so it has clearance. Should be no big deal. And then also gaskets, because the gaskets he bought were for trucks, for a truck, and this is
So if it's interchangeable, those are not.
yeah, this doesn't work. But yeah, otherwise very, very close to being ready. We still need to cut the trap door for the fuel. We're not dropping the tank.
Fuck you guys.
And that's totally fine. And then we're putting in the Corvette regulator and the, what is it, 350 liter per hour pump and the 100 or the 1000 cc or 995 cc injectors. Yeah, we're making progress. All right guys, I think we're done for today. We did quite a bit. Like I showed, all the accessories are clean. We got the heads off this, so Austin's taking the head. This is ready to sell. Got the subframe, got the wheels off, subframe on the dolly here. They're just gonna tackle taking the stuff off tomorrow. Got the yeah, pretty much every part we need clean except for the cross member there and then the new transmission over here. You can see how jam-packed it is. We have no room at all in here at the moment because we have 3 motors, 2 transmissions, 2 subframes, tires, oil, tools,
Your sets of tires, Zoe sets of tires, Isaiah sets of tires, my
wheels,
set
a
of
full
tires.
set of Mustang wheels. Yeah, so
A full rebuild for everything kit.
yeah, these guys are going to be back tomorrow to continue with this. They'll probably get as far as getting the new motor. Well, no, actually, we're still waiting on parts for
Waiting on
the...
a couple of parts, and
when-
we need to find a washer pack.
Yeah, washers too. Yeah, so that's probably not going on, but they'll at least have probably the suspension on, the new subframe at least. So, yeah, because we didn't really show you all that much. Just want to give you little updates here and there. Hey guys, so not sure what you saw there. This is just going to be the actual last update for the video. Just realizing how sweaty I am after doing all this work, but basically I got everything done. My wife and I left for the weekend. Vince and Isaiah ran into some problems with the motor here. Right in here is where you put the oiling barbell. It goes in straight like that, and then basically oil that comes in right in this channel right here will have to go through the oil filter first. It's just something to do with the casting, and then if you have a plastic one or if it's old, whatever, you might get oil that will bypass the filter, and you definitely don't want that. It got stuck in there. I had to extract it with a crowbar. Basically just got a screwdriver in there first, and then just got it pushed a little bit, forward, and then that was enough to get a crowbar on there with the fork of it and pull it out. So we have another one ordered, so we're going to be putting that on. That's basically what we're waiting on actually now, because we have to put this on first before we can put the back cover and then the oil pan on. So just waiting on that. I thought I might as well knock out everything else. As you can see here, we have the new Bilsteins with the BMR lowering springs on the UMI K-member. This is all good to go. Everything's torqued down. everything's all good. Sway bars on, control arms, wheels, everything. It is ready for the motor to be dropped onto it. We just need to get the, you know, like I said, the barbell in, oil pan, back cover, all that good stuff in. And we can attach the transmission as well, exhaust, and we can just roll it under there. I mean, really, that's all we're waiting on. Pretty much every single bushing in here is just wrecked. Sway bars, tie rods, the bushings for the control arms, the upper or lower ball joints, they're not looking so good. So just whatever, we're gonna run it like that for now, not the end of the world. So yeah, that's gonna end it for now. I suspect we're just gonna have to wait for those parts to show up, probably like Saturday or Friday, and then we can put the motor on the subframe, and then we can get it under the Trans Am right over here. So that's gonna do it. It's definitely been, you know, like sporadic recordings and stuff. I did take photos. I'll probably put those up on the screen of, you know, the steps, you know, but did this all today. Pretty tired, actually. It's really hot. We're going through a heat wave right now. It's like 85, 90 degrees. Yesterday was like 95, almost 100. So this weekend should cool down. Hopefully this Saturday we can roll the whole thing under the Trans Am and get it done. So definitely check out our other videos. We have tons of stuff. We have the whole build series for the motor right there. Ooh, right there. Yep. Not used to recording on my iPhone. Other 3800 Bonneville stuff. We have the Bonneville's motor right there, Mustang stuff. So yeah, check out those videos, like, subscribe, and comment down below.